kicker Graham Gano set to put his foot into this one. And we are underway from Ford Field. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. Leading the charge under center will be their 6'5" quarterback Carson Wentz.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
He's going to sling this deep downfield, and he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a lion that's shaken up.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Kamara gets it again on second down.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up first and goal. Now Wentz. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Adam Troutman, the intended receiver. But it'll be second and goal.
And now as we get toward the home stretch here, the regular season, Charles, let's take a look at the list of key inactives for them in this one.
Yeah, and after almost a full season of physical games, you know you got some guys missing during the final weeks of the season.
Touchdown! Adam Troutman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints are on the board first here this afternoon.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a lion that's shaken up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw is Tannehill. And that'll be caught by St. Brown.
And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. But the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill.
That throw taken in by Jamison Williams.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift.
And a promising start as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a lion that's shaken up.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. First down, and they go with Swift again.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. There to make the tackle, Samson Abuka.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. The Lions at 2-11 now on the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives, and they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Wentz. He's got a man, complete. A very well-executed play and goes for 29 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. From the gun, it's Wentz. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now, during that run, an injury here. We've got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
Once again, it's Swift. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. This is caught at the 20. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. A handoff, Swift running to the left. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions have moved out in front. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They'll pass there over the middle to start things out. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. To throw is Wentz. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question, because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window. I would expect them to throw every trick play in the book right out of the gate in order to try and get something established and get things moving.
10-7 our score after 1. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Wentz again. Back to Kamara for another catch. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply, if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Wentz. This is caught. Touchdown, Saints. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Saints have retaken the lead. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10.
makes the score.
So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was Chris Olave who finished things off with a touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded right at the goal line. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive.
A 1,000-yard campaign in his sights, Charles, but needs a little bit of a kick here down the stretch to reach it.
And sometimes at this stage of the season, you're looking for that extra goal, right? That extra motivation to accomplish what you want, not just as a team, but as individuals. He's got to stretch a little bit to get there. That might be what they're talking about during the practice sessions in their meetings. Hey, we can still get this done. Let's go ahead and feed him the ball.
And the offensive line, I'm sure they're well aware of where he stands as well.
They are, and I think for them, it would be an even better accomplishment to get there now because it seems like a little bit of a reach.
From the gun, here's Swift.
And he's got room.
It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Off play action, Tannehill. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He lost 2 and it brings up 4th.
It's 4th down.
They snap it to Tannehill. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Right back to him on 1st down. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. It's Tannehill. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. There he goes left side.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
The mistake there by the offense, Charles, they tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick six.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tabbed as one of the best in the league the prior season.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. DeAndre Swift heading back out with his Detroit teammates. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well.
A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw complete there to St. Brown.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Tannehill.
And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. Yeah, he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
Let's go.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Here we go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing again is Tannehill. And now another one thrown incomplete.
So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players, and glad to have you because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10.
From the gun, here's Tannehill.
That's another one complete to Mitchell.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Now Tannehill saying, let's get to the line.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Saints' 33-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
Here we go.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the 2nd quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz.
The pass caught by Olave.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Go.
Wentz now on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, the first two drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
He gets it to Thomas. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely. No matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Wentz now to throw. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Saints will extend their lead here just before halftime. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
The score, Saints 28.
So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And the Lions going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now Tannehill. He'll get this off to Swift. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. This time they stay on the ground. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. On the return, Johnson. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. To throw, it's Wentz. Open man is the tight end Troutman. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right in the yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Toss wide side. This is Kamara.
And some space here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
First down.
They run it again with Kamara. Down at the 25.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. So on 4th down, on comes Saints kicker Will Lutz. From the left hash, this from 34. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Swift. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Tannehill. They'll find Williams on the slant. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 32-yard line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. And they'll get this down to the 10. That puts them in excellent position. 1st and goal after a gain of 19. Back to throw, Tannehill. Dancing to his left. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Lions get a bit closer. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed. And I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Gano the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Again, it's Kamara. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Downfield, and he's got Olave. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Face mask. Defense.
So give him the yardage on the completion and also tack on 15 more.
If you get that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all. He didn't, gave it a tug, and that was easy for the officials to see.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Boy, just as they thought they were going to add to their lead, the rug gets pulled from right underneath them on that pick. And now after that big return, might be the other sideline grabbing the lead.
Yeah, very well could be. This is where you count on your defense to go out and make, I'm not going to call it a miraculous stop, but make it very difficult for them to get the ball in the end zone.
He's got it. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. To throw is Tannehill. Hopefully, obviously not. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Now left side on the swing pass. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid game.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Wentz. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McKenzie.
Wentz's pass complete to Isaiah McKenzie. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 47-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here, as this is toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. Off play action, Tannehill. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Complete. This is Mitchell. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Looking for the crossing route, and he's got Mitchell. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 43. That one goes for 24 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Swift. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The slot man in motion right. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 109 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. It's caught. Mitchell. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Tannehill. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions and what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Tannehill will throw out wide. It's complete. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Play action. Now Wentz steps away. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing now is Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. But now it's 3rd down.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. A 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
A 41-yard punt there with no return, and they will take over 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 123 yards rushing for him now as this sensational afternoon continues. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Swift. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. 2nd and 11. Tannehill. Rifles one incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Back to throw, Wentz. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. Now Wentz signaling frantically, let's get to the line.
It's complete. Kamara. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. 7 yards there and a first down. Wentz to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The Saints in a hurry up here. Clock continuing to roll. They'll get this out to Kamara. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. To throw is Wentz. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 20. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Tannehill. And it's complete to Mitchell. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They run out of the gun with Swift. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has them in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And the kick is good. Graham Gano connects as time expires. And the Lions are going to win this game. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And